All right, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Today I am reviewing the Sofirn SC18. Let's check it out. Okay, so in the box of the Sofirn SC18, you will get a user manual, which I will go over shortly. But as you guys already know, that's just going to give you all the juicy stuff, how to get to what outputs, what each output will give you in terms of candela and distance and runtime. It'll talk to you about the power indicator, just all the juicy stuff that we'll cover anyway. Of course, you will get the light itself, which I will go over. It does come with an 18650 battery, which is really, really nice. And you will get a charger, which is a very long charger, which is nice to see. And this is a USB-A into USB-C, and that will go into the charging port here, which I'll cover as well. And you will get a lanyard with a spare O-ring. All right. Okay, so before anything else, let's just go over the style and design of this little guy. Now, firstly, I love the size. It is an 18650 battery, and this light wastes no fat. There is just absolutely no fat on this light. It is so small, perfect for EDC applications. It tail stands, it comes with a pocket clip, very tight pocket clip as well. As you can see here, there is the spot for the lanyard on the tail cap, as well as on the pocket clip, depending on how you want to attach the tail cap. On the head here, you've got very deep heat-seeking areas. That is really going to help with dissipating heat for longer run times. You've got your charging port here. I'll just open it. You can open that up and swivel it around, which I love. There's your charging port there. And when you swivel it back and push it back down, it goes in really firmly. Look at that. Flush. Love it. Now, moving on. Has a really nice reflector there, which is going to give quite a wide hot spot, I would imagine. You've got the, could be the SST40 in there. Looking really nice. Now, that's your side switch. Everything is controlled by your side switch here. This is an EDC light. Got a little battery symbol there just telling you which way to put it in, positive and negative. And speaking of the battery, you just undo the tail cap. Really nicely oiled threads. And there it is. The 18650 3000 milliamp lithium ion Sofirn rechargeable button top battery. Oh yeah. Now take a look down there. There's the spring and the contact. The motherboard, where everything is controlled. And spring there too. Springs on both ends. Very nice. Screw that back up. So all in all, really nice style. You've got your knurling here, which is good for grip. The machining on it feels very professional. Very professional machining. Now, you guys are going to fall out of your seats when I tell you how much this costs, because this machining and this professionalism that has gone into this light is on par with your Nightcores and your Olights and your Claris and your Phoenix, and this cost $43. That's right, $43. Maximum output of 1800 lumens. An EDC light has a minimum output of 3 lumens and a low, medium, and high in between. And this cost $43. Unreal. Now I've tested and used this light for the last couple of days, and it is actually a beast. So reliable. It's just chuck it in your pocket and forget about it until you need illumination. And when you do, you've got so many different choices. It's honestly a really, really great light. $43. I'm still shocked. All right, moving on to some measurements. So the face of the Sofirn SC18 is 2.4 centimeters, I would say. Now that is going to taper in just slightly in the body, and it's going to hit about 2.1 centimeters. The tail cap is kicking back out to 2.4, and the length of this entire light, don't tell me, 10 centimeters on the dot. A 10 centimeter light on the dot, producing 1800 lumens for $43. Stop it. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, moving on to the weight. The weight of the Sofirn SC18 with the battery and the pocket clip comes in at 101 grams. Perfect. It's actually a really nice weight to have 101 grams or 100 grams because it's heavy enough to feel professional, but not too heavy to kind of annoy you or weigh your pants down, or if you're wearing loose shorts or something like that, it's still going to be fine. It's not going to weigh it down. 100 grams isn't that much. So that's really, really cool. All right, moving on to the UI of the Sofirn SC18. Now, this light is off. So from off, I'm going to press and hold the side switch, and that's going to give me my 3 lumen moonlight mode. Okay, so you got 3 lumens there. It's a very soft 3 lumens as well. Very, very soft. This is on par with the 2 and 1 lumens in some of the other O lights and other lights that I've got. Very, very soft 3 lumen. Beautiful for nighttime. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that is going to give you 230 hours of runtime. It's going to reach about 11 meters, and it's got 30 candela. Now, pressing and holding, that's going to bring me up to low mode. That's 100 lumens. Great low mode, right? 100 lumen low mode, just perfect. Sit that on the table like that or inside the tent. That's going to run for 23 hours. That's going to give you an entire day and night of runtime. And you're only going to need it at night. So that's going to give you 2 nights of runtime on 100 lumens. That's going to get about 51 meters, but you won't need that inside a tent. And that's 642 candela. Moving up, we're going to go to medium. Medium is a nice 350 lumens. You'll get about 6.5 hours runtime for that. That'll give you about 90, 97, 95, something like that, meters. And that is 2,350 candela. Next, we have high. High is 800 lumens, perfect high. Look at that. 800 lumens, 2.6 hours of runtime you'll get, 150 meters distance, and 5,500 candela. Now, if I try to cycle again, it's going to cycle back down to low. So low. All right. So keep in mind, when on, the cycling will go low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Let's take a look. Medium, high, low, medium, high. All right. So you get into moonlight mode from pressing and holding from off, and turbo you get into from double tapping. There's your turbo. 1800 lumens. That's going to go for 2.3 hours. It's going to give you 217 meters. And it has 11,500 candela. Now, of course, this will step down, but Sofirn does not specify when it'll step down. But from turbo until shut off, you've got 2.3 hours. So that's still pretty cool, 1800 lumens. Now, this is still on turbo, and these heat-seeking areas are doing its job well because this is not even heating up at all yet. Not even at all. This is a really, really well-made light. Look at those. They look like fish gills almost. Really broad fish gills. That's awesome. Still absolutely like just going warm. That's incredible. Now, from turbo, a single click will take you back to your last output, which I really, really like. So you can have it on medium and you're just looking around, and then you need turbo, 1, 2. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's nothing to be worried about. Single click brings you back down to your medium output or whatever output you were on. And then, of course, one more click, shuts off. Now, to turn it back on, one click, you've got your memory mode on low, medium, and high. So if I go to turbo, I can't shut it off from turbo because remember, one click will take me back down to my last output and then shutting it off again. But from off, if I go to turbo, 1, 2, turbo, and then click, off. Okay, now click again, back to my last output. So turbo doesn't have memory, nor does moonlight mode, okay? It's just low, medium, and high. Now I'm sure you saw the power indicator when I turn it on. It's a really big, bold green, which is lovely to see. You cannot miss that. Now, a steady green means that the battery level is good. That's what Sofirn says. Now, if it goes into red, it means the battery level is poor. And then if it goes into flashing red, it means the battery has reached the critical level and it needs to be replaced or charged. Otherwise, the light is going to shut off. Okay? Now, lockout mode in the Sofirn SC18 is one of the coolest lockout modes I've ever seen or I'm yet to see. And I'll tell you why. Now, a lockout needs 4 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. The light is locked out. If I push the light once, it's going to flash twice. That's telling me, sorry, mate, your light's on lockout. It can't be used. So if it's in your pocket and it keeps getting hit, it's just going to flash. It's not going to turn on. But how cool is this? From lockout mode, I can still access moonlight mode just by pressing and holding the side switch. But when I let go of the side switch, moonlight mode turns off. So here we go. Press and hold. We got moonlight. Let go. It goes off. So your moonlight mode is accessible from lockout mode and it doesn't pull it out of lockout mode. What? That is awesome. So I can have this next to my bed on lockout mode, pick it up because I need to, go to the toilet or something or check something out, and then let it go, put it back on my bedside table, and it stays in lockout mode. Seriously, that is a really cool thing to think of. I'm really, really impressed with that. Moonlight mode accessible in lockout mode, and it remains in lockout mode when you let go of the side switch. That is so bloody cool. Actually, just speaking of the side switch, it is a really, really nice, responsive, nice sized, easily found side switch, rubber side switch. Just beautiful. Now, this light has a 2 meter impact distance, so I can drop this from 2 meters at least and it will be safe, still usable, will not break, might scuff, but it will not break. And this light also has an IP68 rating, which means it has an up to 2 meter submersible ability before any issues will happen. But 2 meters, it's a long way to be underwater. It's not a diving light, so if you want to go scuba diving, go get yourself a scuba diving light. This is a multi-purpose, everyday carry light, which is just brilliant. I can't get over that. Lockout mode, but you can still access moonlight and it stays in lockout mode. What a great idea, seriously. Okay, so let's just give you guys some beam shots now. So 1, 2, 3, 4 unlocks it. Oh, I forgot to say actually, you can actually access strobe from on or off. So from off, 1, 2, 3 gives you strobe. How cool is that? 1800 lumens of strobe. And also from on, turn it on, 1, 2, 3, also gives you strobe. So that's really cool as well. I probably wouldn't class this as a self-defense light, but it has strobe. It's pretty cool. I'm not a massive fan of strobe. I was in the beginning of my light adventures. Now I'm kind of moving back towards just a really bright constant on is better for self-defense than strobe. I feel like strobe can also kind of mess your own eyes up. But that being said, each to their own. Now, let's just have a look at the beam. Let's get it to high. There's high. High has a really nice hotspot. Obviously, the further you move out, it turns into the bleeding. Now, if we go to turbo, 1, 2, the hotspot stays tighter for longer and then turns into bleeding and then eventually into spill. So it's a really nice mixed beam. This you'll see on the night shots that it's very, very usable. And if I just put it down here, you can see you've got the nice tight hotspot coming in here, nice tight hotspot here. And then of course you've got your spill area here, which is nice and kind of, it's nice and broad, but it's not very sharp as well, which means it's going to kind of spread out a lot. You are going to see a lot of illumination with this light. So really, really nice beam there. now. Clicked that once, went back into my last output. By the way, still not hot. I mean, it's warm, but it's still, I can hold it, no worries. This is a really well-made light, honestly, guys. This is really, really cool. And one more click, off. All right, let's take this guy out for some beam shots at night, and we will return with some final thoughts of the Sofirn SC18 EDC 18650 10 centimeter light. We'll be back. All right, out here with the Sofirn SC18. And that is on turbo. You're kidding me. Look at the size of that light. That light is not even as big as my palm, and look at the light it's putting out. That is super impressive. Holy crap. Look at that. That is just unbelievable. And it's still going. And it's still not even getting hot. My God. That's insane for that size light. Look at the size of that hotspot. Man. Now I can tell it started to step down, but I can still see anything I'm pointing it at. That's just crazy. And now if we go to medium, high, maybe that was high, maybe it was low. Yeah, low, sorry, this is low. So we got low, turn off, turn it back on to medium, high, low. Yeah, so low here, medium, high, and then turbo. Far out. Can you see the size of it? I mean, you've already seen the size. That is just insane. That's so cool. Oh, I'm super impressed. All right, back to the lab with this one. See ya. I mean, come on. Can you ask for much more for a $43 light with an 18650 battery and a turbo output of 1800 lumens? That is so cool. I mean, that was just a great example of what a budget bang for buck light can give you. This is honestly one of the most perfect camping lights. This plus a thrower is all you need for camping. Seriously, this can be your in tent and your around the campsite light. And then your thrower is obviously looking up trees and looking, down the river or wherever you're camping. But I mean, this is really cool. I'm so impressed with this light. Truly I am. Cost me $43 and it stands up against some of the other lights I've got for, $100, $120. It's just even $200. It's just crazy. Here's a comparison next to the Warrior Mini 2. So both 18650 lights. This actually claims more lumens than this. This is 1750. This is 1800. This obviously has a tail clicky, but both of them there use the same sized battery, and check out the difference in size. Seriously. What a great, this is $130 and this is $43. I mean, what? So this is such a cool light. I'm so happy with it. I got this from Amazon. Just go onto Amazon, look up Sofirn lights, and they're all there, ready to go. This is the SC18. It is a brilliant light. I'm so impressed with it. So guys, I mean, if you got a spare $43, go and get yourself one of these Sofirns. It is such a cool light, and I'm so happy that I decided to buy it. As always, guys, thanks so much for joining me on another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Don't forget to like and subscribe on this channel if you enjoy these videos. And until next time, guys, stay cool, stay safe, and I'll see you again on another episode of Flashlight Crazy. See ya.